Let's say, Casey, you take over. I can't.
No, I'm not doing it. No, you're not pussying out on me. Let's go.
Okay, well, we're gonna sit here for an hour because I'm not doing it.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll fucking do it. But you're doing it next week, alright?
Okay, should I make the sound of like a
What?
like a clap, a clapper, the things that they do at the movies?
The clapper? What the fuck are you talking about?
The thing where they're like in action.
No, we're just gonna go, alright?
Okay.
Alright, what's up everyone? We're here with the first ever podcast. We don't have a title yet. We will work on that hopefully this episode. We just kinda wanted to start a podcast and start talking about shit. So, my name is Casey, followed along by...
My name's Caleb.
And...
Oh, and I'm Sarah.
Thank you, alright. So, yes, this is our first episode, so that would explain a lot.
It's gonna be sloppy.
So, we're just here to talk about a lot of things in, like, technology standards. So, we're gonna talk about, like, video games and movies and shit that goes on in our personal lives. And just from previous thoughts before we started this podcast, I'm going to have two different playlists set up on YouTube, one for the censored version and one for the uncensored version. Right off the bat, let's just go ahead and discuss names, though. I think that'd be a good way to start this. And then we'll get into the introductions later. So, how about, so if you look at the list of names we've got going on the podcast chat, which Sarah never fucking put the rest from the journal on there. So far we have Poopcast, which is my personal one that I put out, and then we got Poop Talk, which was...
I'll just read you all our suggestions.
Kind of like Pod Pals.
She said that was so cringy.
It is so cringy to me.
I love it.
Pod Pals, Poopcasts, Salty Squad, Poop Talk, and then other names that I prefer not to say because they're actually cringy.
Put them on. Can you, if you wouldn't mind, type them out inside of the podcast chat? I would like to see them because I will forget most of them. AFK audio, AKF audio. Name pending. Name pending is one that was by accident, because that was the one I put on our text chat.
Should we explain why the poop?
Yeah, sure, why not? So poop is our major theme with us. We're actually in what used to be our our Discord chat used to be called Poop Chat. But I then since renamed it to Slurp and the Spoodles text chat. But the image is still of the poop emoji. I'll probably put out a visual here at some point, like take a little screenshot, I guess. And every single time we play a video game together with like a private server, like our password is always poop, all lowercase, just the word poop. So poop has a very meaningful semblance to our little friend group, and it just kind of made sense that if we're gonna start a podcast between us and our little friend group, that it should just be called either Poopcast or the one that you suggested, Sarah, Poop Talk, which is one of my favorites.
What about Poop Pals?
Oh yes.
That's really cringy too.
I actually have that written down.
Really?
Did you?
Awesome.
Yes.
I did
also,
suggest Pod Pals, and she cringed at that really hard.
I don't find it cringy.
We call each other pals, which is where the pals come from.
To be fair, you were the one that called us pals, and like
I started it.
It wasn't like it really hasn't stuck too hard. We call each other every now and then. I mainly call Caleb my boy with a B-O-I.
It's mainly just me.
Yeah, it's mainly just you.
Boy.
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 So let's all just go ahead and pick out our favorites. I think I'm gonna put my vote in for Poop Talk / Shit Talk because I would love for that one to stick.
Yeah, I picked two that I liked. And then the ones that I liked is Poop Talk and Poopcast.
Poopcast, the one I did? Okay. And Caleb, what would you like?
Poop Talk. And
alright.
yeah, Poop Talk. That's about it.
I think we're gonna go with Poop Talk then. Is that all everyone's agreement?
Well, welcome to the Poop Talk podcast.
Yeah, first episode of the Poop Talk.
It's a tongue twister. Poop
I
Talk podcast.
No, guys, It's the poop soup.
No, we're not following Funhouse's Dude Soup. We're just doing Poop Talk. Um, now I expected that to kind of go on longer because I expect us to like all have disagreements with what we wanted to name it, but we all kind of agreed on Poop Talk. So Sarah, your suggestion made it. Congratulations. I think now we can get into our introductions. So right now we're gonna take a quick, probably 20 minutes total, to individually go over like who we are, what we like our future goals are, our preferred gaming platform, which I think all of us will probably have the same platform because we're all very biased and we all play video games together. But we and then like but then we can also get into how we rate like our gaming platforms and like we were raised on, like what we started out on, and then how we got to where we are now. Preferred gaming category, is that like genre?
Yeah. Yeah. Your favorite genre.
Kind of like first person shooter or like RPG.
Yeah, or category, like do you like
MMO.
That's
Yeah,
what kind of genre though? Is in like an action adventure or something like that? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That still all falls in the same one, so it's just all
Yes.
genre. Favorite game ever and why? I want specifics about the game too. So.
You know what I'm
favorite-
gonna say.
Rocket League probably, or
Yeah, right.
is it Rocket League? Okay.
Yeah.
And then favorite movie and why, and then you have add any other questions that may be relevant. And I'm like, we'll just after that point, I think we'll just go into E3 talk because this will probably be the E3 podcast.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm nervous.
we're gonna start with whoever's in the top of the podcast. So Caleb, you go first.
This is not fair. The first letter of my name comes in the alphabet before you guys. This is not fair. All right.
Just take away the E and you'll go to the very bottom.
All right. Let me do that real quick. No, I'm
No.
joking. So you want me to start with my name? I mean, we kind of did that at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like you don't really need to. It's Caleb. Hi, Caleb.
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Oddly enough that you picked Lauren because that's our alcoholic friend.
That is kind of weird.
This is a shade-free zone.
Sorry, Lauren.
Hey,
Did not mean to disrespect.
This is the poop talk. We can talk shit every now and then.
Okay. All right, Caleb, take the spotlight.
Future goals, like, I don't know. I kind of just want to have. What would future goals be like?
So what are you going to school for right now? Where would you like to live?
Where would I like to live? I'd like to live at home for the rest of my life because I don't have to pay bills or anything.
That's goals right there.
Really, just in general, be done with college. I want to get done with that. Get a good job. Get me a Corvette. Maybe a Lambo. You know.
Maybe a suggestion. We can maybe retract
Dream
the
big.
future goals right now. The future goals seems too like broad, and like none of us actually know what we want to do with our lives yet.
I want to talk about myself.
I have an
okay?
idea.
Caleb, yeah, everyone here has an idea, but no one has like a goal set in mind yet. Because I feel like everyone's goal here, besides Sarah, would be to finish college.
Okay, well, just give a vague,
I know what I want to do
give
after
a
college.
Vague,
Like,
give a vague
I
goal.
know what I
Although-
want to do.
Technically, Sarah's would be finish dog training college,
Yeah,
and then I mean like that's basically online. But you're finishing that this summer, though, aren't you?
I'm almost done.
Hello,
Hello?
Sarah.
Yeah?
Sarah.
It's
Yes?
already gone to crap.
Hello.
I'm still here.
All right. Hold on. Let me check it. Oh, did she die? What happened? I'm still here. Well, oh, she might have gotten a phone call or something and muted. So let's just.
Understandable. Oh.
Oh. Did your mic just stop working?
I don't know what's going
Just
on.
randomly? Waiting for that text message to come in.
Wait.
It's picking up in Audacity. Well, so just try leaving Discord and coming back then.
Ba-doom. Ba-doom.
Am I
Yep.
here?
Yeah,
Yep,
you're here.
I don't know
So
what
now-
happened.
And at least we know that from now on, if that happens again, then just leave and come back and it fixes immediately. So Caleb, let's get into your preferred gaming platform.
Well, obviously, it's PC. Because, well, I just honestly, Master Race. I mean, who wouldn't want to go for it?
Tell us a little bit about your PC.
It's fast.
It's
Oh.
fast. We don't have to go too far in depth into like what our preferred gaming platform is. We'll just go. Our major depth points is the favorite game and ever and favorite movie ever, because that's what I feel like should have a lot more explanation on.
What about platform raised on, or like what we started playing
platform
on?
raised on will be more of like a storytell, because like I'm sure a lot of us have like had a lot of different platforms we've been raised on.
Sega Dreamcast.
So just the fact that of us going going through chronologically and everything like that should take up a bit of time on its own. You should go ahead and start with that game platform raised on.
I started playing on Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. You know, I kind of played all those.
Never had that privilege.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. I also played that, and that was rated M.
Ooh,
And
I
I
do
loved
remember
it.
Conkers. I do remember Conkers actually. It rings a bell.
I did play some like Scooby-Doo mystery game. I did play a Power Ranger. There was a Power Rangers game, and there was a Disney version of Mario Kart. It was like Mickey Mouse Kart or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually really fun.
Nah, Crash Bandicoot tag team up. That's where it's at, boy.
Well, see, and I remember. Well, I'm not gonna get into I remember when I got Mario or the Mickey Mouse Kart thing, and that'll be a whole different story for another day. But yeah, pretty much raised on Nintendo 64, and then I'd say when I was about 6 or 7, got the original Xbox, played the crap out of that, and then it went to 360, and then Xbox One, and now it's PC. So.
And although you still do play Xbox One a lot on too, you switch back and forth.
Well, Cameron's normally on my Xbox, so I don't really play too much.
You're a PC main. Main.
Yeah, Xbox One is just for testing,
So, do you want to just go all the way through these one by one, or do you want to just Caleb answers one question, then we'll go down?
Yeah,
through that way.
I think we should break it up just to keep everything together.
Okay, so Sarah, let's do your preferred gaming platform, and then what platform you were raised on, and then we'll continue on after that one by one.
Okay. My preferred platform is the PC, obviously. Although I've been taking a break, so.
Even though you don't touch video games at all that much anymore.
I do. I've just been busy. So sorry. Sorry, I have a life.
So fucking rude.
And then I'm excited about this one. I could talk about this question forever. I was raised on the GameCube, the most superior gaming console.
GameCube was good. GameCube was real good.
Yeah, I was mainly the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. And then I played, which I'm very excited that Game Grumps is doing a playthrough of this. I played Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and Animal Crossing on the GameCube.
Of course. And now you're playing the Animal Crossing on 3DS.
Yeah, and
Kill me.
on the PlayStation 2, my favorite game was The Simpsons Sunday Drive.
That joke of a game.
Phew, sorry, I had to sneeze.
It's fine.
Is that it?
I think so.
No, I'm talking about games, not your sneezes.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. It was mainly just GameCube and then the PlayStation 2, and then I switched to PlayStation 3, and then PlayStation.
And you had a 360 at one point, but you said you never played it.
Yeah, but I really didn't touch it, so I gave it away, and then PlayStation 4, and then.
To be fair, I did actually before you got the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I did get you your 360 so you could play with us.
Okay, well I did. Okay, I changed that. I played 360 for like 6 months, I guess, before I got my PC, and then now I'm kind of PC, PlayStation 4 combo.
PC fangirl. All right, my turn. Preferred gaming platform, PC, of course. There's just something more so rewarding about being able to have so much functionality out of one platform. Instead of like having a console where it's mainly just for playing video games, I can have something where I could like watch YouTube and then switch to playing video games and then like download programs and stuff. And it's just a very universal device. A very expensive universal device, as we all know, but very good nonetheless.
Pays off in
Especially
the
when
long
you,
run.
especially when you get some good parts in there and everything like runs just so well together. Just having that nice 60 FPS Overwatch game just feels so good. I prefer a gaming platform raised on. I started out on the Sony PlayStation 1 back when I was a really little kid. Back still when I was in diapers, little
Oh,
diapies.
shut up.
And I remember this is one of my oldest memories was playing a Buzz Lightyear game on that. It was some weird like run along game. It kind of reminds me now of Temple Run almost, like the original Temple Run on the PlayStation 1.
Back to that game.
And then the game shifted to PlayStation 2. That on the PlayStation 2, my main games were Ratchet and Clank and like Jak and Daxter. Those were my main games I grew up with. And then like after the PlayStation 2, I got we got the Xbox. Yeah. And we traded in the PlayStation 2 for store credit to get the original Xbox, and then I became a Halo fanboy, and that's when my love for the Halo series started. Around like the first Halo, me and my brother would just co-op play that all the time, and it was a really good time when I was a kid. And then once the Nintendo Wii was first announced, it was like a big mind-boggling thing and everything that we went and got it like for the first week. What happened?
I've crossed myself
Why?
because I forgot to mention that I freaking played Zelda Wind Waker like 80 billion times, so...
And that you have a Wii U now as well.
Sorry about myself. Excuse me.
Me and Sarah own a Wii U that she paid 100% for, and I did not pay for.
But we co-own it, so it's
But
fine.
it's sitting in my room right now.
Okay, sorry. Sorry for the interruption.
Nah, it's fine. And then after the Xbox, whenever the Wii came out, we got it the first week. We like waited outside the store of like what was the store? A Radio Shack, I think, when those things were still big. We waited outside one of those, and I think it was either a Target maybe. We waited outside one of those before it to open, and then we got one of those vouchers to get in and like reserve our copy of the Wii. And then the games I played on that were like the original Paper Mario, which is why I thought the 1,000 Year Door was a newer game, which it kind of is, because Paper Mario is a really big throwback, but they remastered it for the Wii. That was a good game.
You did have Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi.
Yeah, that wasn't until I moved out here though into the new house. But the one thing I do like about the Wii U sucks the solo platform. That was when I started playing Call of Duty. That was my first Call of Duty experience was on the Wii though.
Ew.
When I started playing, I played World at War on the fucking Wii.
Gross.
It actually wasn't so bad with the Wii. I think back then it still worked off of instead of pointing at the screen, it worked off the analog, which was really weird, but it seemed to work. I don't remember it too much. We played in the basement. That was when the Wii, like, we set everything up in the basement. We played in the basement. But if anything good came out of the Wii, it was that it made my family bond more because we got a lot of more family game nights out of that, and that we used to do that a lot. Now all my entire family hates each other. So, yeah. Look how far we've come. And then after the Wii, we didn't have any more consoles, we did have one more. I did have one more console, but it was when I first started working in jobs. I was old enough to work my own job, and I finally bought a 360 about 5 years after its initial release, from a guy that I went to high school with, and along with it came a copy of Halo Reach, which then became one of my goddamn favorite games ever. Not my absolute favorite game. Actually, no, I think that, yeah, I'll get to that later.
You have to say
I'll get
that
to that
for later, yeah.
I'll get to that later. I'll get to the reasoning later, but I've already spoiled my favorite game.
It's a little teaser.
And then after the 360, with my little candy cane Xbox, which I'll probably take a picture of that. I think it's actually at your house, here, unless it's in here.
No, you
It's
have it.
probably in the basement. It's in the basement. And after the 360, I worked a summer job before going to college for my first year as a freshman. And I bought myself a nice $700 PC, and then a few months later, or 1 year later, I upgraded it with one of those AMD Radeon R8s.
RX 480s.
RX 480. Thank you. That was what was originally in there. Was the
Oh,
Radeon R8?
no. R7 250.
That's right. Sorry, I'm just really jumbled right now. And we got and then me and Caleb both got the same power supply and GPU, and so now we're basically we're running the same rig. Me and him are running the same rig right now,
Uh-huh.
and it runs everything beautifully, and I could not be happier with my PC, except if I got one of those new fucking Ryzen AMD CPUs.
That would be nice.
That would be amazing. All right, Caleb. Favorite game? Oh no, preferred gaming category. What would you say?
Well, I have a few different ones. Like,
Give us, or we'll do top two then. Number one and then two in order.
FPS and racing. Those were the two big ones that I enjoyed the most. Split Second was fun. Call of Duty was fun.
Up until Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 is fun every now and then.
I'd say up till Black Ops 3.
But skip Advanced Warfare. 'Cause even though that was fun, the game was broken.
Yeah.
There's too many of the parts in the on those maps where you could actually get like in the walls and stuff, and I've never seen that with any other game before.
Yeah, and there was a lot of bunny hopping. Didn't like it.
You get that with Infinite Warfare now, though.
Well, it's not as bad. It has the same movement system as Black Ops 3, so it's not like people are constantly bunny hopping. And
it's not like an instant like teleportation jump. It's more of a gradual thing, so it's easier for aiming and stuff.
And plus, it was actually toned down. I think it was toned down from Black Ops 3, like just a tiny bit. So
like it's not as quick of a boost anymore either.
Yeah, but I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know.
I haven't either. Sarah, preferred gaming platform or category and why?
Category. Mine is
Simulation.
Let me think.
I'm sorry.
Preferably the fourth simulation.
I think mine can be best described as action adventure and interactive adventure, if that makes sense.
Interactive adventure.
Yeah, because I'm not going to spoil my favorite game, but I like where you're able to make choices that will affect.
I think me and Caleb already spoiled your favorite game. No, we haven't. No, your game is not Sims 4. It is definitely not.
No.
City Skylines.
I have a lot of favorite games, so it's very hard, but
I know exactly what your favorite game is because it's always been your favorite.
Yeah, but I have a lot of favorites, but I think mine is action adventure and like interactive, like the Walking Dead game, because you're able to make choices that affect the outcome of the game.
You just like Telltale in general.
I do like Telltale a lot, and I also I'm not going to say the other game because that's also my favorite game, so I'll save that for later. So I guess I'll just sum it up with action adventure and interactive.
For me, FPS will definitely have to take number one spot, just because most games I've played that I've spent over like hundreds of hours on have all been first-person shooters. So you got look at all the Call of Duty games I've played, especially like Black Ops 2, where I've spent the most time in a Call of Duty game in that one. Then you look at the original Destiny. I like how we have to say the original Destiny now.
I mean, you could just say Destiny. Vanilla Destiny, or
Vanilla Destiny. That was back before the Rise of Iron release, though, because I stopped playing 360 and I never got an Xbox One. So I haven't actually touched Destiny in a while, but I'm really excited to get back into Destiny 2. And then you've got games like CS:GO, where I have over 600 hours logged on Steam. Don't even touch that game anymore, because I'm just not good at it anymore, and it doesn't really interest me like it used to. But definitely FPS would probably be number one. For number two, I'm really into RPG style adventure games. Not too much of open world, even though open world can be fun occasionally, especially if mainly if it's co-op. If it's an open world co-op game, I'm in love. If it's an open world solo game, that just seems too much for me. There's too much space to explore by myself. But games like Dark Souls, while they are punishing, I do find interest in, because their gameplay mechanics are very well crafted, and I really do appreciate that. I just like RPG games in general. They're really good. That's probably why I've like most of like MMORPGs online I've played. Uh, like I got most of them group into Vindictus at least at one point. I got Sarah to play it with me.
Vindictus.
Yeah, it's been
That
a while
was-
since we played
That
that.
was a time.
I beat the game. I beat the first season on Invictus on one of my characters, and then like I sold all my gear and said, "Fuck it, I'm not done. I'm just done." Caleb, favorite game ever and why?
Why? All right.
All right.
Rocket League. Yes, it's a
Why?
surprise. I know. Oh.
Why?
When Casey, when you first introduced me to it, it was like, I didn't really, I wasn't like too into it, but like I am now. Really, it was just a new concept. Well, to me, it was. It's like sports mixed with racing. Boom. I don't know.
And that's your second favorite too, right there. Second favorite category.
Yeah. I'd say sports is my third. Because in high school I did play NBA 2K11, I think. Anyways, Rocket League, it was just a new concept to me. You know, it was something I've never seen before, even though there's a billion games out there that most likely do something similar. But I don't know. To me, Rocket League was unique, and I just loved to play it, and I loved getting better at it.
Did you
Caleb
ever?
is Caleb is
you
like
go
the Rocket League wizard. He's
Yeah.
so good.
We'll play with him every now and then, just to like, cause we every time we like play video games, we always make him play games that we want to play. So every now and then we'll go play Rocket League with him, and he has to carry us through all the matches because
Yeah.
we suck. But did you ever play the original, which is the super acrobatic rocket powered battle cars?
No, I didn't. I never owned a Sony console at all.
So you only started playing with Rocket League.
Yep, Rocket League was my first experience.
I didn't
with
even
the
know
game.
there was an original until you told me about it. And considering like you said, I got you into the game, which kind of scares me now because I'm like, what if I hadn't gotten you into the game? What would you be playing now?
What would your favorite game be?
Most likely, I would still be playing Call of Duty or Destiny.
Yeah. Probably Destiny. Destiny was probably your second favorite. You put a lot of hours into Destiny.
I think around 2,000.
2,000 hours? Damn.
Wow.
I honestly wouldn't doubt it actually at this point.
Let me check, cause I can do.
Hey, Destiny 2, we have to put 4,000 in.
Jeez Louise.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Favorite game ever and why?
Okay, I have to pick more than just
No.
one.
No, I can't. Has
Okay,
to be
well,
number one.
can I tell you my favorite game and then my runner-ups?
Yeah, you can do one runner-up.
Dang. 2 runner-ups. My favorite game is obviously, as you could probably guess, what is it?
I'm gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna fucking say it for you.
My favorite game is Zelda Wind Waker.
Called it.
And it's just my favorite game because I grew up playing that game and I have a lot of emotional ties to that game. Because that game was one of the first games that I've ever played. Actually, I think it was the first game that I ever played all the way through. And if a game can make me cry, then it's at the top of my list.
I mean,
And
it doesn't take much to make you cry though.
yeah, but when I was little, I cried because they stole his sisters.
Oh.
And I cried because he was so sad about it.
That's the first 5 minutes of the game that the sister gets stolen, and you cried literally at the first
Yeah.
5 minutes.
And then also I don't know, that game just has a lot of emotional ties to me. It's a game that me and my brother bonded over, and my brother's 12 years older than me, so he let me play that game, and I spilled cereal on his couch, but he still let me play the game. So.
Also, don't forget to add that he also for a birthday gift made you a frame
Yes.
of like a Wind Waker thing. It was handmade and it was really cute.
We can insert a picture, but he made a kind of
You're
like
gonna need to find it and take a picture of it, though it's
I
like
have
destroyed
a picture.
now.
I have a picture of it.
Okay.
Like a shadow box kind of. It has different layers to it, so it looks kind of 3D of like a still from the game, and it looks really good. But yeah, that's my favorite game, and I think my runner-up favorite game is, can you guess, Casey?
Probably GTA 5, right?
Yep. Because I put so many hours into GTA. I played the story
4 times.
No, 2.5 times.
I thought you played it 4 times all the way through.
No.
That or every single time I told someone that you played it, like I just kept like getting
You add one.
kept increasing the amount of time.
Yeah, I played it all the way through twice, and then I got halfway through it on the PC, but I haven't finished it.
You probably will.
The first time I played it, I
might
just
go back
played
to
it, just played it just to finish the story, and then the second time I played it to try to like 100% it. So.
Did you actually ever 100% it? Did you get that one ending with like the Bigfoot or whatever?
No, I did not.
Oh.
So.
There was that one thing that's like if you did every last side mission or whatever in the game, and then you walked over somewhere as Franklin, like in this one spot, you would meet Bigfoot, and there'd be like a little cutscene.
Yeah, but I just like GTA because I don't know why it wasn't very impactful on me. Like it wasn't emotional or anything like that. I just put a lot of time in that game, and we still play it to this day. Like we play it us three, sometimes plus other people, but.
We do. We since we have so much money on the game now that we end up just getting on there and like fuck around.
Yeah, but even then, like I don't know. I really enjoyed that game. I really enjoyed playing the story and.
A summary of our like online GTA is just we go on there looking to like do something to have fun and stuff, and get pissed at everyone else that wants to like shoot us with rockets, and then we end up getting off and getting pissed.
Also, Beyond Two Souls is a runner-up, so. Just had to say that.
I'm surprised you didn't mention that, considering how often you do talk about that game as well. I'm surprised that wasn't like second place and GTA was third.
It was second place, but I put a lot of time into GTA, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing GTA. And I don't think if I didn't enjoy playing it, I wouldn't have played it so many times.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, but Beyond Two Souls is really good. I really liked it. It's another game that made me cry, really emotional.
Daddy Defoe in there, right?
Yeah, love me some Daddy Defoe.
Mine is really easy, and I think I spoiled this earlier. Halo Reach is one of my all-time favorites video games ever. It was the first game I played when I first owned a 360, but it was before I had online service for my 360, so I basically just sat there and played the single player in my room with no one talking to me. And I got really connected to all the characters, and I had to watch them all one by one with so much personality and backstory die, and it was so heartbreaking the first time I had to experience it. Because I mean, no one fucking cares about Kat because she is the worst AI ever, and she fucking kills you more times than she fucking dies ever. But God, did it hurt when they, because like she has a really good character, like every single one of those characters in the original like Noble Squad. I should remember what the squad was. Noble Squad has a really deep personal backstory, and Halo Reach was actually one of those games like ahead of its time before they started getting self-aware. And the fact that like if you started a game up, because like I was back when I was like, oh, I love the color black and everything. I was never like really goth or anything or like really dark or anything, but I just liked the color black. So I gave my character full black armor and for primary and secondary colors. And George, when you first walk into the game, the first 2 minutes in the cutscene, makes a comment about how you spilled ink all over yourself. And I thought it was really cool because it's like one of those things that's like, yeah, it's ahead of its time. No other game really does that type of thing where it's that self-aware. Unless you're talking about like one of those old Metal Gear games that like made you switch control points to beat Psycho Mantis. But that's the fucking Nintendo. Nintendo has been doing that shit since the beginning. You got a game. You got someone like Microsoft fucking or 343 Industries. That was which one was the last one that 343 did?
You mean what's the last one Bungie did?
What did it go from Bungie to 343?
Yeah, it went from
So was Bungie? When was the last one Bungie did? Was that one?
It was
Halo
Reach.
3?
It was Halo Reach.
Yeah, but so Bungie did really good with Halo Reach. I hated ODST. So don't even get me started. It's weird that like my most favorite and my most hated game are in the same genre, but I don't really consider ODST in the category because in like the same series because that fucking game fucking sucks. I do like Bucky, or that's what his name was, the main character in that one, Bucky.
I think so.
or Buck. He was in Halo 5. I have not played Halo 5 yet. Played Halo 4. Halo 4 was good to get it back to Master Chief and everything, but nothing will beat being like creating your own soldier and being a part of Noble Squad and getting to experience everything like that. It was very heartbreaking to see everyone die, but it was also very like inspiring because everyone did it in a self-sacrificing way, and then it was also one of those games where you thought you were gonna make it out, and then you remembered to the first 5 seconds of the game where they showed your helmet sitting on some sand, and then in the very ending of the game when you realize, oh, I'm not gonna make it out of this, because at the very end of the game you really just you can fight as long as you fucking can until you die. It's one of those games that's like you can hold off for 2 hours, and then you're gonna run out of ammo and you're eventually gonna fucking die.
There's no happy ending, is what you're saying.
There's no happy ending. There's no happy, and it's one of those games where you expect like when it comes to Halo, you're expecting a happy ending because that's what you're used to in those type of games. Is like Master Chief overcomes all obstacles and prevails, and then it's like, oh, you did this great thing, but Reach still fucking died, and you died, but they restarted, and they made it through it. They made it through the invasion. But that was my favorite game, absolutely. I'm sorry I went on like a 5 or 6 minute tangent about that.
Are you shedding a tear?
No, I love that game. I shed a tear when I played it. I can also say that like that game did infuriate me the most I've ever been, because there's an achievement in there that's really hard to get, where you have to jump from like a 75-foot drop and survive with an assassination. And there's a moment in the campaign set up exactly to let you do that.
Yep.
And I did it 100 times, and it never gave me the goddamn achievement. And I was so fucking pissed, because I still don't have that achievement to this day, and I'm so irritated. Anyways, Caleb, favorite movie and why?
Going from being, very mad and upset about not getting an achievement all the way to like, oh, what's your favorite movie?
It's kind of how I work.
Favorite movie of all time? It would probably have to be. Honestly, I'm gonna say Kung Fu Panda.
The first one?
Well, just the entire series, I guess.
Why?
I don't know. It's just
The
Jack
why
Black.
sounded very condescending, and I didn't mean that. It was a curious why, not a condescending. Like, why would you like that shit? No, I'm just curious about why you like Kung Fu Panda.
I don't know. Jack Black. I mean, well, I guess all the movies Jack Black's in. I mean, he's really
Even
funny.
Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, Sarah, favorite movie and why?
Dang, I don't have a favorite movie. There's too many. I think every time I watch a good movie, it takes the chart of my favorite movie. So I have a lot of favorite movies.
Titanic.
You can't even remember, like, can you remember a single movie that you've been like, that was very powerful, that meant a lot to you? Like, you could even say Logan at this point, because that one is a good fucking movie.
Oh man, I shed a tear at the end.
Wow.
I'll be honest.
Okay, so it either is probably Logan, or the one with Evan Peters in it. Which one was that called?
Oh, X-Men.
Something Wars.
It wasn't First Class. It was the one after that.
Apocalypse? Was it Apocalypse?
Yeah, X-Men Apocalypse, where he runs to the mansion and everything in super slow-mo.
Yeah. So either X-Men Apocalypse or Logan. Probably Logan though,
that
because
movie and that scene made you go on a spree of listening to that one song. Sweet dreams were made of these.
Oh my god.
Actually, that's false, because I became obsessed with that song when I watched Sucker Punch.
Oh yeah, and that was the intro.
Which actually is a good movie. The plot and the storyline is kind of messy, but it had good action scenes.
It's a very confusing and very badly developed movie, but if you can take a step back from all of the poorly developed aspects of it, and you look at it, you're like, oh, this all the metaphors in this is not half bad.
Actually, I take that back. My favorite movie is The Babadook.
Prepare to get Baba shook, baby. So number one, probably Logan, X-Men. Which one?
hmm
Okay.
Oh, probably Logan, because I think it really just showed you that like these movies that you grew up watching. Like I grew up watching like the X-Men and Wolverine.
Have you been seeing
and-
X-Men Last Stand or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a
I'm
lot
just
of
making
it.
sure. I thought you were one of those people that, like, when we had this conversation, you're like, I've never seen another single X-Men movie.
I've only seen the new ones.
And and I'm like, that's probably why everyone like really like got hurt when they saw the Logan movies, because everyone has grown up watching the very original, like the first X-Men United, X-Men Last Stand, and
Yeah.
then like the newer X-Men movies, and then seeing like getting
Hugh
having
Jackman.
It just
Hugh
made
Jackman's been the only fucking Wolverine ever, and then seeing
Yeah.
Old Man Logan, and then oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I think that's why it's my favorite movie at this point, because it just shows you that it's like, it's very real and it's very raw. That like these movies that you grew up watching will eventually come to an end. Like,
Yeah.
which makes me so sad, because, I mean, I grew up watching these movies. Grew up watching like, it makes me so sad. Like it ripped my heart out. And like when a movie makes me think about it for a couple days and like makes me restless,
Horns.
it's a good movie. That's the worst movie, because that physically had me shook.
Mine. I would say mine would absolutely have to be Chronicle, and I've said, and that's
Oh,
not one
yeah,
of those
you
like
said this.
high budget ones either. It's a
Mhm.
very like Blair Witch found footage type style movie, and it's better shot, and they have excuses for that. But I really like the concept of the movie rather than like the story behind it, and how well the acting was in it. But it basically the concept was these three teenagers from different like walks of life are given telekinesis powers to lift things with their minds, and and then they all become best friends, and they all hang around each other, and like the movie is very like heartfelt and like very cute in the beginning, because they're all like they're like trying to figure their powers out together, and they're all like sharing in this, and it's a very good experience, a very good time.
Is this
And
the movie? Is this the movie where he goes back in time and sees himself?
No.
Oh.
Casey, I know what movie you're talking about, because I think it was in middle school. You were like so excited for this movie.
Yeah, me and
Yeah.
Bradley went and saw it together in theaters, and I think we went to you met us there as well, Caleb. I'm pretty
No, I
sure.
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it
You
yet.
haven't seen Chrono? Oh well,
I need to
thought,
watch it.
I could have sworn we saw it with someone else, but I guess it was just me and Bradley. But it was one of the only movies that I've ever watched like 8 times, because I downloaded it on my phone and I just would watch it when I'm on road trips. But it shows like one kid is the average everyday high school student who isn't like popular, but he's not like a nerd or anything, so he's not picked on or anybody. Then you've got like the high school jock who is also class president, but is also a really nice guy. That's kind of like the Trevor Carnell, but he I can't remember what the actor's name is, but they've all gone and done, except for the average guy. I don't think he's done anything anymore. The abused kid and the like the nerd abused kid and the jock both have gone on to do like really big things. Daniel Dehan, which is one of my favorite actors now, he's in a movie with Cara Delevingne.
Love her.
I can't remember the name of the movie now, but in the movie he's the kid that gets abused by his stepdad, and he gets bullied at school for being weird and stuff when he's just trying to like be like fit in and stuff and be alone, and then like the jock and everything, and they all come together from basically all these 3 different walks of life in the high school setting, and you get to see how they all respond to getting their powers and what they do with it and stuff like that. And I thought that was a very interesting way of like how it played out. The movie did end with 2 of them dying very violently, but it's
Thanks for spoilers.
the movie needed conflict. I didn't tell you which ones. So good luck with that. The movie did end with conflict, but that's what a movie needs. It needs conflict to be a movie at some point. It can't just be and if it doesn't have conflict, it's a documentary.
Unless it's Disney.
Even Disney movies have conflict, but they're like not as bad.
Like Frozen.
Yeah. Oh, he's forever winter. That doesn't sound that bad.
I love
No, that
winter.
honestly doesn't. I love winter.
I do
Just fucking
too.
put
My
some
favorite
fires up.
season.
Put some fires up. Put some blankets on. Cuddle up. Good to go.
Flame on.
And considering that, let me just say this real quick on a rant, kind of a tangent. Their whole fucking movie was sold on the basis of people who sell ice. An infinite winter sounds like top market for that type of shit. So I don't know why they wanted that thing to go away. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
You're right. It is kind of dumb.
Alright.
Also, I added another question in because I just wanted to add this in. And it's your favorite series.
What? Oh, you mean series?
Like TV
TV show?
Yeah, like TV series.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Crap.
Well, since you added the question, you go first.
Since I'm going first, mine is Sherlock.
That was good. That was a good one.
Because I have been changed. I'm a changed person after watching season 4, and I was thoroughly depressed after after watching it.
Yeah.
It used to be Flash, but I'm kind of irritated by Barry Allen right now, so I'm
And
Why?
we haven't even like been through the last season yet. We've
Because-
only just finished the Invasion, like 3-part
because of
episode
fucking
thing.
Flashpoint. I hate his guts for doing that. He fucked everything up. Hate him. But I love Barry Allen, so don't get me wrong, but I hate his
They
guts.
just can't. Like the actor,
Grant
Grant Gustin. Yeah. Perfect for the Flash.
Caleb,
Well,
do you have your
are
series?
Are you trying to talk some shit about Grant Gustin?
Oh my god.
No, I think he's
Okay.
perfect for the Flash. Honestly,
Okay,
I
good.
wish they picked him for the movie.
He doesn't.
I do.
As much as I
I'm
like
very
Grant Gust, I don't
disappointed.
think he has the acting chops for a AAA cinematic movie. He's a very good actor, but he's not like top of the line, and it's because the way he acts, and that's nothing bad about him. I love him as the TV show Flash. I think if it was the other way around and they tried casting who they get Ezra Miller, if they tried
don't
getting
know.
him. If they tried getting the Ezra Miller who's playing the Flash in the cinematic universe for TV show, it would not work because he's too good. He would probably act circles around everyone else. I like that they picked someone else for this cinematic universe because it fits better for what they need. But I would never replace Grant Gustin as the TV show Flash. He's
Well,
too good.
I won't be watching. So.
Honestly, I think Casey, I think what it is really is change. I don't like seeing, watching one thing and then, going to watch another thing.
Yeah,
that's-
especially if you get used to that person and you're used to how they are as that character.
So
Exactly.
inconsistency
I
really
think
is what you're
I think
saying.
Grant Gustin
Yeah.
is a wonderful Flash. Like I think he makes a perfect Flash. I think they did really good with the casting for him.
Yeah.
So just thinking of somebody else as the Flash just doesn't make sense to me.
Caleb, favorite series? Why?
Favorite series. Right now, it might come as a shock. Honestly, I think it is Rick and Morty. I find it hilarious. Rick and
Good choice.
Morty is perfect.
You only said it like 8 billion times the other day.
The Tinyverse episode was on last night, by the way, on Adult Swim, so I watched that again. It
Mm.
was like the third or fourth time I've watched that episode.
Wait, my father died because of you?
Everything I exist purely for pain. I didn't have to exist to experience all this. The universe in which I live, where my father died, and then he crashes into the side of the fucking mountain. It's just it's such a good episode.
All of them are good, especially
Yeah.
season 3, episode 1. It's freaking amazing. Just one sauce.
We have about 10 minutes.
I know. I'm keeping track. I'm looking at I have Audacity pulled up, so I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna get through my favorite series, and then we'll get into a quick 10-minute conversation about E3.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go too big into why, but my favorite TV show series would probably have to be How I Met Your Mother. It's off now. I'm one of the people who
Wow, I hate
is
myself
kind
for
of
not saying
angered.
The Office.
is kind of angered about how the ending, the way it ended.
A lot of people have said
because
that though.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are like, oh, that's so cute because I like this way that it ended. But as far as like character development, you can't get better. You can't get like, you really can't outdo Ted Mosby, Barney, and just like everyone's just natural like companionship that they just melded so well together, actors and characters in a show. Like they all seem like, even outside the show, they were like best friends, and it's, when you build a show like that, it's too good. Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking now, and we're gonna get into E3 discussion, because I want to get into favorite games,
Favorite releases,
upcoming
most
games.
exciting releases. I have a list. I'm
yeah.
excited about a lot of games.
Well, you have the list that I posted. Thank you.
Well, what
No,
about
I'm-
like overall
no, I have
thoughts?
a list. I have a list of my favorite, like what I'm excited about.
Overall thoughts, I think this is gonna. I say this every year because whenever
Yeah.
E3 rolls around, but I think this year's gonna be a good game for year for games. I've only been excited about Destiny 2. I thought Destiny 2 was gonna be my only AAA title purchase this year.
I highly doubt that.
But then I saw Anthem, and I'm like, oh my god, if me and Caleb got Anthem together and played on PC, oh my god.
Now,
Um,
it was showed up. Now Cameron's been asking me if it's Xbox Play Anywhere. I haven't looked it up, but if it does become Play Anywhere, then you know what that means. Only one person has to buy it. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, only one person has to buy Crackdown 3, and that is on the list.
Oh, what about State of Decay 2? I'm kind of interested to play that. I didn't play the first one because I was hoping for
Well,
co-op.
if
but-
State of Decay is Play Anywhere and it is co-op, then absolutely. We'll
No,
definitely get
State
that.
of Decay 2 is Play Anywhere. It's a part of it.
So it's one of the Play Anywhere releases,
Uh-huh.
and so, oh yeah, then if that's, then yeah, if it is it co-op though,
Yeah.
then yeah, we'll be absolutely playing that this year. Don't even worry about that, unless it releases like next year.
Shadow of War looks really good. Did you?
Well, since I played the original Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor on the 360, even though it was really buggy, that's like one of the last games that released on the 360 with the old software and like the hardware and stuff. It was all right. The story was really good. I don't know if I'm that interested in playing the sequel. I remember the gameplay was fun, and it reminded me of like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, how the fighting style was. And it's kind of like, Shadow of Mordor kind of reminded me of like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood with a mix of like Batman Arkham Asylum and stuff like that. How he like flips over enemies and stuff. He's very like agile. Another game that Sarah told me about that she's excited for is Skull and Bones, kind of like a pirate ship style
I'm
game.
very excited.
You
I have mixed feelings about this game. On one hand, I'm very excited because it looks very fun and very interesting. But at the same time, I feel like it'll be very frustrating because you have to worry. You not only have to worry about enemies, you have to worry about like your freaking wind and like gotta set your sails to the wind.
Oh, so this is another pirate game, sort of.
It
It's
advertising.
pirate.
It's essentially Assassin's Creed without the assassins.
okay.
It has
Creed
been
Black Flag.
advertised in its advertising, like marketing campaign. It has been advertised for people who loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag pirate
Yeah.
ship combat and stuff like that. It's a game like that, but more in depth.
Now,
Because you're probably gonna have to worry about your crew and everything, and there's probably gonna be a lot more than just you sailing around on a boat. And so I think it's interesting, but I don't know if I would, unless I saw more and I maybe got like a demo to play, I would buy it.
I'm very excited about, like I said, Skull and Bones, but I'm excited about Days Gone. I'm so excited to be.
I was the one that showed you that because it was a on
Actually,
Instagram. It was
Eric.
No, I showed you because there was an Instagram video that tried passing that off as a gameplay footage for one of their like combat apps.
Oh yeah.
And then like I went to the comments and everyone was like, no, this is Days Gone for PS4. And so I looked it
Yes.
up, and then I sent you the 4-minute gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
And you said I would literally shit myself.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it because I can't wait to not play it and watch other people play it because I'll be scared shitless.
It's basically World War Z,
Yes.
in a video game, and I think that's fantastic.
Like, I had sweaty palms watching the trailer because that's too much. That's too fast paced. Also, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, gotta get
So
that.
cool.
That one's a must.
Especially on PC. I'm sure you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get it on. Yeah.
I watched a little gameplay trailer of it, and you get to like control a little like bird and get like a bird's eye view to like do recon and stuff. And I
Yeah.
thought that would look so cool. And then it just looks like the reason why I didn't like what was it, the Syndicate, was because Assassin's Creed is known for a very like light and
Wow.
bright color palette.
Don't cross me with that.
If you look at all the other Assassin's Creed, you got like a really bright and like orange color palette. And if you look at Syndicate, it's very gray. If you look at Unity, I mean, it's
Very
very
washed
gray.
out.
I mean,
Well,
Syndicate,
Unity was
You have
better.
to look at Syndicate though, because Syndicate is really based in a time where it was where.
And I understand that though, but like the art style itself can take somebody out of the game, and it's not what they're used to. I admire that what they try to do, and they try to like go in a new direction with Assassin's Creed.
I just
but,
like
like, for
that
me,
about
I couldn't
Assassin's
do it.
Creed.
But
I didn't like.
I
I
have
don't
been
like-
waiting for them to go to Egypt since Assassin's Creed 4 when they teased it in like the little like pickup bonus intel stuff.
Mhm.
When you were like hacking people's computers, you could get stuff about like people doing Egypt stuff. They're talking about an assassin who was in Egypt and like working on downloading data for that. And I was like, ooh, Egypt. And so there was a lot of like tease stuff for that for a while. And we're finally getting it. We're finally getting it. And I'm so excited.
Yeah. Caleb, you have anything on your list that you're excited about?
Really, just Destiny 2, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3. Cameron's been, Sea of Thieves. You guys were talking about like a pirate game, or Skull
Yeah.
and Bones. Sea of Thieves it's a pirate game, and it's Xbox Play Anywhere. So if Cameron does get it, then I can get it on PC.
And I can get it on PC as well.
Yeah, and Sarah can get it on PC, and we can all play together.
Well, she can't get on PC because she still has that problem with her PC not updating.
Well, that's
So
her
Yeah.
problem.
until we get that fixed, she can't do anything on the Windows Store.
Okay, real quick, I'll finish up my list of what I'm excited about. Battlefield 1, just because Battlefield was the first.
Battlefield 1's already out. That's just a DLC.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta play that then. Bye. Days Gone. I already mentioned that. I saw something about a Walking Dead virtual VR. So we need to get a VR so we can try that out because that sounds fucking awesome.
I'm looking around. I'm like looking at this entire list that's been like confirmed to be on the floor and stuff, or like off-site, and I would mention a lot of Switch games, but neither of us have the Switch, even though I know you want to have the Switch, Sarah.
I saw Pokemon Switch.
That yeah.
Oh, speaking of the Switch, we're trying to get this out of the way real quick. Did y'all see Minecraft? How Minecraft is gonna be
Yes.
cross-play between Switch, Xbox One, PC, mobile
Mhm.
devices. Sony's not joining, by the way, which is very
Is
sad.
that their decision or is it Microsoft's decision on that?
Oh, it's their decision. Sony
Well,
said.
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and Rocket League is gonna be cross-play between PC, Xbox One, and Switch, right out of the gate. Switch is gonna be joining
Ooh.
cross-play, so Nintendo doing some very smart things, while Sony's just kind of backing out of it.
Something else Nintendo's doing that's very smart. They are doing a backwards library. I think is like an online service that they're coming out with in the fall. That means they every like game that they ever offered like that were exclusives like on the GameCube and like N64, they're allowing for you to just play on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. You have
And
to. Don't you have to have like a
It's a subscription
like a
service,
member-
yes.
Yeah.
But and they offered it for 1 month when the Switch first released, but and then they took it away just like kind of like a feature as a this is what we're planning on doing feature. So now they're like
Yeah.
working on and adding more and more games, and they're fixing the feature to make it perfect for the fall release. And I think that's really really cool because it would offer a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people who like those type of games.
Yeah.
And didn't at Microsoft's press conference, didn't they say something about original Xbox games being compatible? Like they were gonna. I think they said something about it. I could be completely wrong, and I could have misunderstood it, but I don't know.
I won't speak on it because I haven't heard anything about that yet. You could be absolutely right. You could be absolutely wrong. I would rather not speak about it, considering I have no clue. I'm not gonna put false information out of my
just
mouth.
just to wrap up my list, I'm kind of excited about Far Cry 5.
Which one is that?
It is. I think it's set in Missouri.
Far Cry
maybe?
5.
Maybe not.
Let me click on it here and see if I can get some information on it.
It just looks. I was overall impressed with E3 again this year. Every year I'm impressed with E3, and I wish I could be there.
I wasn't impressed with last year's E3. I don't know. Yeah, I was excited for the, reveal of Rise of Iron, but that didn't last long. I didn't play it nearly as much.
Here we go, Sarah. The first game in the series since 2016's Primal, the story of Far Cry 5 kicks off when a cult leader named Joseph starts taking over territory in a fictional region called Hope County, Montana.
Oh, Montana.
You play as a sheriff's deputy who plays a leading role in the resistance. Read on all. That's yeah. So yeah,
I'm mainly excited because there's going to be a dog that you can.
It's kind of like a
his
Western gang.
His tagline was "Things for hire," so.
Yeah, so it's Far Cry 5 is basically like a Western gang mafia style thing. A religious cult leader or something like that. So yeah, it's very like Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a Destiny 2 talk, I am super excited. I haven't been this excited about a video game in a long time, since like Overwatch, I think. Even then, Overwatch wasn't like hyped up for me. It was more like I got it and I was like, oh, this game's pretty fucking fun.
Now, when Destiny originally came out, like Destiny 1.
Well, none of us were actually interested in Destiny. We all got the beta, and that alone set us off. We all loved Destiny just from the beta.
I remember junior year. It was in. I don't remember what class it was in. I can't even remember the teacher's name. Tanner showed me a video, and I was like, "Oh, this game looks pretty fun." He's like, Tanner didn't explain it very well, for one, and I just kind of nodded my head like, "Yeah, that's interesting." And then I started looking up videos on it and stuff, and I was still like, I still don't understand this. Destiny, like the beta comes out, and I'm like, okay, let's see what.
Amazing.
Yeah, you could dance in the tower, like wow.
I remembered whenever we were first playing the game for the first day, and we were all by the end of the day saying this would be the COD killer. Back when Call of Duty wasn't actually dying, like it is now, like it already has.
Technically, it did.
Yeah, it died with Advanced Warfare. Everyone would say that it died like a game or two earlier. I say it died with Advanced Warfare because that's when the big drop off of people started to like stop playing Call of Duty. And then you've got like what was the Infinite Warfare with like the most disliked video in like YouTube history. In like in the shortest amount of time, and it was crazy.
Now, I'm not trying to, but World War II, a lot of people are excited for that. Like, people are actually excited
I saw the
for that
trailer.
game.
I saw the trailer, and it looked just like Battlefield 1 to me.
Pretty much, yeah.
and I was like, I hope this isn't like me just being like, oh, this is like when people call or talking about like Destiny. Oh, this is Titanfall, but like without the robots.
No, this is Warframe. I remember there was comparisons for that.
But I honestly just feel like even like the assets and like the scenery, the buildings, it just felt very Battlefield-esque to me. And I was like, I get these games are like 3 years in development, so I can't really like comment anything onto Activision or anything. Activision, or is this one Sledgehammer?
This one's Sledgehammer. It's the cycle goes Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and then it's Treyarch.
Activision. Well, Activision's the publisher. My bad.
Activision's
on all of them. They're on all of them. Yeah, Activision's on all of them. But Treyarch's usually the one that does the Black Ops games, and I really like those. Black Ops 2 is my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, E3 is looking really good so far. Is E3 over now, or is it still going?
E3's been over.
Over.
Oh, so that the games that have been announced that's all that's gonna be.
Oh, one last thing. going back to the Switch, because I remember you said something about it. Mainstream, or what would it be? Mainstream Pokemon game, the RPG style, like
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's coming to the Switch. They're making one for the Switch.
that's pretty
Woohoo!
cool. Yeah, that's what Sarah said earlier. The Pokemon Switch is what it's called, I
Yeah.
think.
They did release. I think it was Pokemon or Pokken Tournament DX for the Switch, and then at the end of the video, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, Game Freak is working on a Pokemon RPG style game for the Switch," and the video ends there.
Wait, what is this game? This game is literally titled Battle Slots 2025: The Great Pizza Wars.
What?
That
Okay,
sounds like
Kasey.
the most amazing name ever.
Oh, it's on Mac and PC. Well, shoot.
Yeah, I'm aware of the time. We actually didn't start until like 5 minutes, so I was letting it run over a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this game.
Yeah,
does look pretty fun.
I think that we most of the first podcast was us talking about introduction and stuff and like what
Introducing
our
ourselves.
gaming experiences were. I think that was a good way to start us off, and then we got a little bit in E3 talk. So
Yeah.
if you found us,
Um,
I hope you enjoyed.
Of our first poop talk.
Yep, our first poop talk.
I didn't cuss
do you
at
guys
all.
want to? I did.
I did.
I did, but what?
I don't think I did.
My idea with this was that I was gonna create 2 playlists, and I was gonna do 2 uploads for a podcast, and it was one of them was gonna be censored, and one wasn't. The one that was gonna be censored was gonna be called the shit talk, and then the poop talk is gonna be the main one, because I'd rather censor everything out and be more polite.
Do you want to let people know where they can find us?
Poop
you?
talk. Poop talk at you. Oh, you mean like individuals on like social media?
I live in
Either way,
California.
I don't really care about the social media thing yet. If you want me to tag your social media and stuff, I'll put it in the description. If you want me to, just
Okay.
let me know.
Well, I don't post anything because
Well-
I'm boring.
Me, Sarah posts a lot to Instagram. I post occasionally on Instagram, but that's like the only social media I'm on besides Reddit. But you're not gonna really follow me on
You
Reddit because
can,
people don't do that.
You can look us up at Poop Talk Podcast.
Let's just call it the Poop Talk. What's the name gonna be? Poop Talk Podcast or Poop Talk?
You can find us somewhere.
Poop Talk
If you're watching this, you've already found us. So thank you for that. And we'll be back every Sunday. Well, every Monday because we
Every
record every
Monday.
Sunday. I guess that would be a good disclaimer to say this podcast was originally recorded on Sunday, June 18th at 7 p.m. And we will all see you back next Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.